Hey, 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 it's me, Vanilla Whiskers. Today we're playing Milkweedclan. They're neighbor to our previous clan, Cherry Clan, and we're gonna play them as well, because why not? So, starting off, we have everything set up. We're just choosing the cats. The lore from Milkweedclan is that they're surrounded by milkweed, and they really love butterflies, specifically monarch butterflies. They see cats with orange pelts to be more akin to the monarch butterfly and therefore to be more StarClan adjacent. However, time and time again has proved that to not exactly be true. And I took a little peek, and Pounce Spots has the Dark Forest trait and is righteous. So I thought, maybe what if these cats are accidentally being led by the Dark Forest instead? What if that's the case? So we're gonna hope this is a more dramatic playthrough. But anyway, let's find our leader. I'm thinking we take Orchid Gleam, who is male, shameless, and is a beloved kit sitter simply because he's older. Let's have a wise old leader. I like doing that. And for his deputy, let's do Trout Nibble, who is a male, adult, lonesome, and a good teacher and sharp senses. We're going to take Pounce Spots, who has no spots, so we're going to probably rename him. He's male, a senior adult, righteous, and has an unshakable dark forest link and a den builder. So this is where the drama hopefully is going to come from. We're taking Honey Puff, who is a young adult, adventurous, good hunter, and valuable insight, and he has homophobia in the eyes. But yeah, he has a copper eye, it seems, and a green eye. They added, this is the dead version, by the way, so there might be different kinds of eyes. And we're going to take Rindle Stripe, who is a female young adult, loving, formidable fighter, and valuable insight. I see Flipback, who is a female, strict adult, senior adult, strict, campkeeper, and good teacher. She has a mask, like a point. That's really cool. I'm going to take that. We're going to take Hycantha Kit, who is a female, young, sweet, mossball hunter. We're taking Pipette Soar, who I think is also a point. Yeah, I think it's very faint. But he's a male, adult, ambitious, and masterful storyteller. We can take Partridge Paw, who is a male, adolescent, strict, interested in clan history, and light pod. And then we have Guppy Needle, Fawn Spots, and Cone Kit. Cone Kit is male, young adult, sweet, and opinionated. Guppy Needle is male, adult, troublesome, and an incredible runner. I like his eyes, Guppy Needle. And there's Fawn Spots, female, senior, lonesome, nest weaver, and helpful insight. I'm gonna go with Guppy Needle, actually. So we're gonna leave the baby and the old person behind. I know in this new version they get turned into unknown resident cats, so it's a bit sad. But we're gonna take Guppy Needle instead. We're gonna play in the forest. And another clan I have already plays in the gully, and Cherry Clan plays in the classic forest. So I feel maybe they live in the cave, the grotto, right where there's a bunch of milkweed, but I'm also going to check the grasslands. The grasslands could also work. And the bridge is very pretty. What if they lived under the bridge and there's a bunch of milkweed under the bridge? Yeah, I like that. We're going to do that. And milkweed already has a little preset for the... So that's just good. We don't have to hunt for... Oops. Sorry if I hit the mic. But we don't have to hunt for an icon, so that's good. We just created the clan and it's saved. Let's check everyone out. Let's see everyone's age. Orchidstar wants to train, and there are 241 moons old. Ooh, I am very glad I didn't choose the card where you every time the leader loses a life, a cat dies, because this whole clan might be wiped if Orchidstar is really that old. Ooh. Trout Nibble, you're gonna be Trout Star soon, I believe. He's 71 moons old. Pounce Spots decorates the camp wall with twigs and berries. He's 103 moons old, and it seems like he's a nice guy so far. So I kind of feel bad about the drama we set up, but it's interesting. Flipback, which is she had wings so she could catch birds easier, and she's also 103 moons old. Pipetsaur is hopes the deputy won't assign him to Dawn Patrol tomorrow, and he's 81 moons old. Honeypuff is 36 moons old and wonders about what types of plants beyond the border. I can speak. Brindlestrip acknowledges Hycantha Kit with a twitch of her whiskers, and she's only 24 moons. Partridge Paw wants to challenge himself today, and he's strict, it seems, and he's 7 moons old. Hycantha Kit runs into Partridge Paw at the medicine den, and she's 3 moons old. And Trout Nibble wishes he was still in his nest sleeping. Oh, poor Trout Nibble. They're lonesome, so I don't know how well he's going to do as leader. As for our cards, we chose Anything for the Throne because this is a more traditional clan, I feel. I feel like they act very holy and very uppity, but they have their dirty secrets, and I felt like, murdering for the throne could be interesting. We have lean meat because they're more open, and mostly just surrounded by like bushes and stuff. I feel like there would be less compared to Cherry Clean. And although prey is scrawny and thin, we have Resolute. The deputy stands firm on their goals. Duration before the warriors can change focus is double, so I don't feel like we're changing focus that much. And we also have Underpopulated, which larger litters are less common. So we're really going to put a throttle on, like, the babies. Let's do patrols. Partridge Paw has Honeypuff as his mentor, so let's send those two out together. While walking along the border, the patrol notices Crest Clan upon... Okay, we're going to change that to probably Cherry Clan. Going to proceed. Once patrol crosses past, Honeypuff is quick to break the awkward atmosphere with a friendly greeting, which is good. Is entertaining, lighthearted in the patrol's part, and the good spirits. Send out Trout Nibble with the leader that's got basically all feet in the grave. Sorry, but that's true. The patrol finds a loner who's interested in joining the clan. They banter with the cat a bit and make them feel more welcome. The loner has a pleasant chat, but ultimately she decides not to join, and we met Barnaby. Barnaby is 65 moons old, cunning, trusted advisor. She looks cute. Let's check out our leader. Our Star Clan leader. You dead, and we have Current Paw. Aw. Current Paw. Poor Current Paw. 9 moons old. Was a past mediator guide. That's sad. Oh, they were loving too. It's sad to see the babies. But at least he's got like the cool role. Let's add Brindlestripe and Flipback. Flipback asks Brindlestripe if she needs any help with anything now that she has time. Brindlestripe notes Flipback seems tired. Maybe she should get some rest instead. Flipback agrees and Brindlestripe goes in, exploring the interesting spots in the territory. When they get there, however, Flipback still looks tired and seems distracted. When Brindlestripe asks if she's okay, Flipback snaps back at Brindlestripe. The patrol ends the argument. That's not good. Already we're not doing great. Let's send out Pounce Spots and Pipetsaur. Pounce Spots is on a mission to find Lungwort. It's a long day to spot the leaves, but they get Lungwort. I'm going to change my settings real quick. We're going to change it so medicine cats can't be selected on patrols. Dead cats don't fade away. Allow cats to have mated cats and allow affairs. Pregnancy ignores biology. We'll just say they get a surrogate. And we're not gonna have cats romantically interact with their former mentors. That's just a little strange in my opinion. Cats will never retire due to a permanent condition and allow leaders to choose a new deputy. So that's Moon 0, basically. We're going to go to Moon 12. Orchidstar collapsed in the midst of camp, losing his remaining lives to old age. The Orchidstar has no lives left and traveled to StarClan. Trout Nibble has become new leader of the clan. He vows to protect the clan, even at the cost of his 9 lives. Honeypuff fought a dog and got hurt. That's just a death thing for Orchidstar. Troutstar chooses Honeypuff to take over as deputy. And Honeypuff just got... Maybe it's because Honeypuff fought off a dog, so that's why it was just immediately made deputy. And it was probably because he just had an apprentice, but that's what I like to think. Troutstar hopes he can serve the clan well. Let's look at the little live ceremony. Not much there. Orchidstar gave a life for strength to overcome his fears, basically. Honeypuff also hopes he can serve the clan well. Pound Spots is reevaluating his morals. Did you do something, Pound Spots? Oh, that reminds me. You gotta change your name. You don't have spots, and that's weird. Pound Splash. Alright, I like that. Pound Splash. It's like your blue eyes. Flipback saw a yappy little dog today. Pipette asks Pound Splash about his duties. Brindlestripe is playing a prank on Kit. Do you want that to be your apprentice, Brindlestripe? Partridge Paw is busy chastising his fellow apprentice, but no one is sure what for. We don't have fellow apprentices, Partridge Paw. Kit reports to Honeypuff after completing a chore. So we're going to save it up and go do patrols. I'm going to have Pound Splash alone. And he goes to collect some... Maybe New Leaf should bring new leaves on the branch brambles. Pound Splash heads out to collect some. So we're collecting leaves. And we get blackberry and raspberry. That's good. So Partridge Paw has their mentor gone, so we're going to send them out with Troutstar. Though Troutstar isn't Partridge Paw's mentor, he will be training Partridge Paw today. Their training session takes them all over the territory. Troutstar shows Partridge Paw how to track the fading scent and how to pick up the scent up after crossing a body of water, where to look for clumps of fur caught in the undergrowth, and what kinds of earth will leave distinct paw prints, how to differentiate between similar herb scents, and how to keep one's head and ears on a swivel. When they return to camp, Partridge Paw looks at the world with a new level of clarity. Let's send these 3 out on a border patrol. Patrol catches us into the fox, but is it red or swift? The vixen smells of milk, and hopefully by driving her out of the territory, her litter won't be a threat to the clan. We do not share territory with foxes. Yes, that is correct. Time skip. Moon 2. Pipit's store had a bad fall while walking through the territory and has to be carried home. Did you break your leg? What'd you get? A broken bone. Pipit's store can't sleep because of the pain. Flipback is letting kids play with her tail. Pound Splash silently judges Brindlestripe from afar. What did Brindlestripe do? Soaking in the warmth of New Leaf. Maybe she's slacking off. Partridge Paw purrs as a cool breeze hits him. Kit is relaxing in camp. Troutstar purrs as a cool breeze hits him as well. Honeypuff is soaking in the warmth of New Leaf. You're injured, so you can do that. But I'm going to send Pound Splash in with Brindlestripe because I want to see. To Pound Splash's concern, his warrior escort is unusually quiet. They ask about StarClan. What would they do if their StarClan called upon her? Pound Splash and Brindlestripe spend their time in the control, discussing how StarClan's and the end of her life did not mean the true end. Even in StarClan, cats had a role to play. Brindlestripe's legacy was shine brighter than any stars. By these worlds, Brindlestripe and Pound Splash help bring back the herbs. Maybe Pound Splash isn't just accidentally influenced by the dark force, but he's willingly or so. Interesting. Send these three out on a hunting patrol. The patrol comes across a mouse. Partridge Prague gets the mouse. That's good. So we're going to save it up. I can't the cat, like every young cat, has dreams of becoming a warrior. However, as she grew older, she knew that her destiny lay in the medicine den. She happily takes up her new place as a medicine cat apprentice, looking forward to healing her clanmates for the many moons to come. So we got Hycanthpaw is ready to learn to heal everything. And she is compassionate. So we got a little buddy in the medicine den. I hope Pound Splash is really just like innocent and is not suspicious. Orchidstar stammers through his own joke and ruins the punchline. Honeypuff is grimacing in pain. Pound Splash decorates the camp and with twigs and berries. Is it just the berries you got? Probably. And Hycanthpaw, yep, we already read that, but she's a fledgling hunter as well. Flipback is exhausted after patrol. Pipette soars in awe of Trouser's leadership. Brindlestripe is exhausted after patrol. Partridge Paw is desperate to do well on the next assessment. Alright, let's send out Pound Splash and Hycanthpaw. Pound Splash has on patrol on what promises to be a fragrant patrol, searching for wild garlic with Hycanthpaw. Mallow and Garlic will certainly restock their herbs, which are close to Pound Splash's nest. Yay, he couldn't... I don't know, with Hycanthpaw, both cats sighing, but accepting the stink in their den as a necessary evil. So they got a stinky den, basically. The big stink. Let's add Partridge Paw, and you can go out with Flipback today. Flipback takes Partridge Paw out of camp to gather moss. Flipback patiently shows Partridge Paw the best places to gather moss and how to gather it, explaining to Partridge Paw that by doing this, he will gain the muscle and strength necessary to be a great warrior. Yeah, notification. No, thank you. Let's send these two out on a hunting patrol. As the patrol travels upon the territory, they come across strange metal forests that the two legs have built. Smooth white tree trunks rise up in the sky, completely bare, apart from the very top, where the three massive branches grow outwards and spin in slow circles. A low hum permeates. Proceed. Patrol moves along the white trunks, checking the ground underneath them. Sometimes dead birds can be found scattered about this area, and if not yet rotten, make for acceptable fresh kill. They gather a few carcasses worth taking. Excellent. Moon 4. Honeypuff is healed from his bite wound. Hycanthpaw has spent too long out in the sun. She has gotten heat exhaustion. Clan is concerned after Flipback doesn't return from guard duty. Her body was found out in territory. The rogue scent. The clan has encountered Jump. Oh, Jump! Wait. She's alive? So this is a cat we didn't take, it seems, and she's old. Oh, Flipback. Surprised to find herself walking in the stars of Silver Pelt. So we already lost 2 cats, so yeah, this is dramatic. Outsider Clam. Brendan? Oh, he's still alive. What is what the clan cats are like? What the clans are like? They're currently terrible. We also see Prowl. Wait, I was supposed to take... Oh, this was supposed to be Guppy Needle. I did not take him. I just now realized that. That's why we're tiny. And he's also a rogue, and he's 73 moons. Oh, that sucks, considering we seem to be down cats. And that's just a death message for Flipback. We're gonna go to the Warrior's Den, and we're gonna go to Entreating with Outsiders. And hopefully we can get some cats. Troutstar is in awe of Hycanthpaw's growth as a medicine cat apprentice. Honeypuff is finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Pound Splash is staring into space. Did you do something? Once again, you're very suspicious. Hycanthpaw spends time breathing a clammate. What did you think about show dead cats? Kind of like Flipback and Orchidstar, so that's kind of sad. And you also have a lack of respect for Pounce Splash. That's interesting. Vivid revises old elements of a myth. Ringle Stripe is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Partridge Bob runs out of camp the moment he saw Flipback's body. Let's see your relationship. Flipback, you liked Flipback and respected them. And you also hate Honey Puff. And you hate Hycanthopaw. Why do you hate Hycanthopaw? Hycanthopaw has to snap Partridge Paw of a daze. Hycanthopaw complained about her patrol. Patrol all assignment all day, much to the mornings of Partridge Paw. Hycanthopaw Kit's ego about something irritates Partridge Paw. You guys just don't like each other. And why do you hate Honey Puff? You envy them. Okay, so maybe you want to be the deputy. You're also strict. I just now realized that. You are strict now. Alright, so we're gonna send you. I want to see you out with Honey Puff, your mentor that you're envious of. Let's see what you guys do. While walking along the border, the patrol notices a patch. Okay, we're gonna say that's maybe another clan. The relations have worsened. I'm gonna think that might be Haven Clan, which is gonna be a very special clan. It's gonna get its very special video, so stay tuned for that. It's very, very drama filled. Those cats went insane. Let's add 3 together. Actually, no, we're not gonna do 3. We're gonna do the 2. Trastar suggests might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques with Rainbow Stripe. Trastar takes the charge of the duo exercises for today, and they get better at teamwork. Alright, Pound Splash. You're on it for gathering lungwort, and we gather lungwort. Moon 5. Trastar somehow has a stomachache. Hycanthopaw recovers. Pound Splash examines Pipitsaur's leg and reports that though everything seems healed, the weakness Pipitsaur has complained about is likely a permanent consequence of her injury. Partridge Paw has gotten fleas. So yeah, that's Pipitsaur. Offers to help his clanmate with their duties, and he has an injury now. In a perma condition. And you have always been ambitious. I don't know why I'm just noticing that. Partridge Paw sneaks out of camp. He's strict. Always asking questions and hide and seek champ. And he's got his adult sprite. Rainbow Stripe pursues a cool breeze, hits her. Pipitsaur offers to help his clanmates with their duties. Hycanthopaw wonders how Pipitsaur is doing. Well, they just got a permanent condition and they just healed, so they're doing better, but not great. Hycanthopaw silently judges Hycanthopaw from afar. Okay, Pounce Splash, you are up to something, my guy. You did something. I know you are sus, as the old. Just that would just remind me of Among Us. Oh my god, I don't want to be reminded of Among Us. No. Honey Puff feels secure knowing the clan can count on him to hunt for them. Trutsar selected pet with no fur at all. So we're gonna take a look at Pounce Splash and see who you don't like. Okay, you like the previous leader. You don't really not like anyone, but you just seem suspicious. You seem suspicious. What'd you think of Flipback? Okay, you liked Flipback. I don't know, you just seem suspicious. Maybe once again, I think you are up to something with the Dark Forest. Partridge Paw, their mentor. Let's do a hunting patrol. The patrol comes across a prairie dog. They catch the prairie dog. Brindle Stripe and Pipitsaur can go out on a training. Pipitsaur's just making a good chance to practice teamwork. As Pipitsaur instructs the patrol on a training exercise he wants to execute, Brindle Stripe pipes up with a suggestion. Pipitsaur dislikes the idea and declines to include it in the training exercise. Brindle Stripe spends the rest of the afternoon looking sullen. That's not good. Is that Trout Star? They can do a solo border. They spot some mysterious tracks on Milkweedclan's border, as the tracks lead to a nearby red berry bush. A nearby... Oh, Pounce Splash! Chaucer moves on, noting it too, down to the inform the medicine cat. What do you do, Pounce Splash? I'm going to send out Hacanthapa alone. I worry for Hacanthapa. She goes to find wild garlic. And she gets wild garlic and dandelion. Alright, Pounce Splash, let's see what you do. You go to collect molten. And you get molten. And thyme. I'm just... Oh, Pounce Splash, what are you on? I'm watching him. I'm watching him. Troutstar no longer has a stomachache. Partridge Paw is free of fleas. Partridge Paw caught another cat from another clan trespassing on their territory. His ear was torn from the shuffle. He has a torn ear right now. Partridge Paw trips over the same twig Honey Puff just tripped over. Brindle Stripe is talking with friends about recent celebrations. There's not really much to celebrate about. Pivot Sore saw a pair of two-legs near camp today. That's not good. Hacanthapa is wondering what the inside of a two-legged hen looks like. Pounce Splash is reevaluating his morals. Honeypuff wonders what species of prey are beyond the border. Tressor thinks Hacanthapa will make a good medicine cat. That's like your second thought. I'm going to send you out with Hacanthapa since you seem to really like Hacanthapa. Hacanthapa is on a mission. She takes along a warrior escort to help. And her and Troutstar both get sore, and they do not find lungwort. Sad. Pounce Splash. Pipit sore. Pounce Splash notices the moss in the medicine den getting old. He goes to gather some. And they gather moss. Send these three out on a hunting patrol. They check and hear an odd sound coming from the long grass nearby. The Brindle Stripe drops down to a hunting crouch, and certain that a mouse must be the source, she finds herself to be correct when she pounces, tasty morsel dangling from her jaws. That's alright to get a mouse. Let's check our dead cats. Orchidstar is sneezing on Stardust. Flipback is thinking about her ancient ancestors. Alright, we're going to save it up in next moon, moon 7. We're going pretty quickly. Trustar's soreness is gone. Hacanthapaw's soreness is gone. Hacanthapa it falls into a river, but is saved by Brindle Stripe. Good job, Brindle Stripe. Pounce Splash informs Partridge Paw that though his ear has healed from its tear, there's still permanent damage done. Partridge Paw will struggle to hear out of that ear for the rest of his life. Trustar rests his muzzle on Partridge Feather's head and declares him to be a full warrior of Milkweedclan, honoring his dignity. Let's take a look at Partridge Feather. You didn't really get a scar, but if I do draw you, I'm going to draw you with a scar. I feel like that should get a scar. And he hopes he can serve the clan well. He's one with the shadows and a learner of lore. Good job, Brindle Stripe. Compares Pounce Splash to a legendary Star Clan warrior. I wouldn't really do that, Brindle Stripe. He seems kind of sus. Watches Pounce Splash wind up for a sneeze, but it never happens, Pipitsore. Hacanthapa is spending a considerable amount of time grooming. Pounce Splash notices Brindle Stripe casts more than one shadow. Is she gonna die soon then? That's scary. Honey Puff is assigning cats to hunting patrol. Troutstar is crushing leaves under his paws. I'm gonna send out these two again. Hacanthapa can tag along. Hacanthapa shovels Tansy into her mouth without a care in the world. Pounce Splash stops her and tells her she really should have a care. Tansy isn't mellow or dandelions to be played with kids in high concentrations or potency. It can kill elderly, pregnant, or compromised. It will definitely make Hacanthapa sick if she doesn't respect it. So we gather 6 Tansy, and Hacanthapa learns. Let's do a big patrol, and we're going to do a big border. We hear Crest Clan. I'm going to say that's Cherry Clan. The patrol is awkward. No one is quite sure what to say. It involves in an awkward shuffle away. Okay, that's not good. Moon 8. Partridge Feather falls into a river and inhaled a lot of water before getting out. He's been hacking, sputtering ever since. That's... Okay, are people just falling into the river? That's like twice in a row. I'm gonna save it up. Troutstar works with Hycanthopod to make sense of something a clanmate said. Is it Pound Splash? Probably. Honeypuff found a wonderful napping spot outside of camp. Pound Splash got startled by a squirrel. Hycanthopod is told by the medicine cat that she has a great nest side manners. That's good. That's good. She's compassionate now. Was she loving before? Well, she's compassionate now. Okay. Paperstar offers to lead a patrol and Troutstar's lead. In Troutstar's stead, Brindlesharp is glad it's not so hot out anymore. Partridge Feather obscures his central as he leaves camp. Let's send out... Let's do Troutstar and Hycanthopod again. Hycanthopod notices the moss getting old. Mouse dung, they go to the spot and it's dug up. Let's do 3 cats on a hunting border. Then notice Milkweedclan. Let's say that's probably Trout Clan. We have a Troutstar and we're gonna have a Trout Clan, so that's interesting. And we have an awkward filled patrol. That's not good. Sad Pound Splash. Goes to stock up on herbs that will die off. And it gets Goldenrod and 2 Marigold. Alright. Moon 9. Milkweedclan doesn't have enough prey for next moon. That's not good. Troutstar is thinking about his life choices. I mean, you're leader now, buddy. How does that feel? Honeypuff is grateful for the treatment Hycanthopod gave him. Maybe they give Hycanthopod more respect because she has that golden pelt. And they view that as more Star Clan-y or whatever. So maybe they just are really thinking about Hycanthopod because of that. And maybe Pound Splash went to the dark side feeling more bitter about that. That could potentially be what's happening. Pound Splash chats idly with Honeypuff about the latest meeting. Hycanthopod has her adult sprite and sneezes when a snowflake lands on her nose. Star offers to lead a patrol in the Honeypuff stead. You are really ambitious, my guy. Brindlestripe is feeling content with little things in life. Partridge Feather is thinking about his life choices. Let's do 2 cat hunting patrols. After a recent heavy snowfall, the patrol heads out with little hope of finding prey. As the patrol searches for in vain, Troutstar becomes worked up and the clan relies on his skill to feed them, and Troutstar is failing them. Patrol comforts Troutstar as they return, empty and cold paws. Alright, let's do a 2 cat. The patrol approaches a little 2-leg nest in the prairie while hunting. Next to it, a strange flower makes a soft thump. It's wooden and leaves circles slowly in the wind. The patrol has a successful hunt avoiding any 2 legs. That's strange. I wonder what it meant. I couldn't tell. Let's add Hycanthopod and her mentor. We have enough prey. We have 32 and we needed 25, so that's good. Pound Splash and Hycanthopod are looking for dandelions. We gather dandelions and we gather garlic. I'm not really reading medicine cat patrols because they're kind of very samey and they're all very wordy. And as you can tell, I'm not that great with reading off as much as I try to be. So I'm trying to work on that and everything, but yeah, I'm just gonna avoid that. Hycanthopod has gotten green cough, and we don't have enough prey once again. So this time I'm really feeling the effect of prey. I know previously we're in the last playthrough of Cherry Clan, it didn't feel like that. So I'm glad to see that. Troutstar can't wait for new leaf. I bet you can't. Honeypuff practices pouncing. Pound Splash got startled by a squirrel. Hycanthopod is too weak to leave her nest. Paperstar asks Pound Splash about his duties. Pound Splash. I'm gonna send you out. Maybe I'll send you out with Pound Splash if you have enough prey. Rainbow Stripe thinks her belly rake is one of the best in the clan. Partridge Feather can't sleep to get a deep breath in. That's sad. Just gonna send Honey Puff out with Thringle Stripe. We're gonna send them on a hunting patrol. After recent heavy snowfall, the patrol heads out with little hope of finding prey. They get a small amount. Despite a cold air descends on the scent patrols and the snow mutes at all. Nevertheless, the patrol preserves the catches and a few scrawny pieces of prey. That's good. Let's send out Pound Splash and Pipit Store then, now that we have enough prey. Pound Splash notices the moss in the den, medicine cat den getting old. They gather some. Send you on a solo border. Tressar notices Cherry Clan sent straight into the territory. It was just a lost apprentice. Upon discovering that they're on the wrong side of the border, while Tressar understands that it was an honest mistake, he still gives an apprentice a firm lecture on respecting the borderlines. Moon 11. Hikethapon no longer has green cough. Partridge Paw is able to breathe normally without the water in his lungs. Let's take a look at our dead cats. Orchidstar is judging Brindlestripe. Flatback is spending a considerable amount of time grooming. Tratstar is wondering what the inside of a two-leg den looks like. Don't go looking, bud. We need you. And he Puff heard a tune he heard near humming a tune he heard near two-leg place. Pouch Splash can't stand this cold. Hikethapon plays a prank on Trotstar. Pipitstar is wondering what living with two legs must be like. Brindlestripe chats idly about Okay, let's start that again. Brindlestripe chats idly with Hikethapon about the last meeting. I don't know why that was so hard for me. Partridge Feather is wondering what living with two legs must be like. Don't leave us, Partridge Feather. Oh yeah. For one of the 3 playthroughs I'm gonna do in Cherry Clan, Milkweed Clan, and I'm also doing Trout Clan. I might do a little mini comic for one of those playthroughs and also have the main series of Haven Clan. So if you guys want to know which series you get a comic, let me know. So we're gonna do Trout Star. Send them out with Partridge Feather. Let's do a hunting patrol. Partridge Feather tracks the scent of a fox. Tracking it down, they spot a kit fox wandering through the grass with a mouse in its jaws. The kit fox isn't a harebrain and immediately drops the mouse, running for the life of the patrol, and we get a small amount of prey. And we get just enough, so I'll send Brindlestripe out on a border patrol. They spot some mysterious tracks. The tracks lead to Brindlestripe to an area that's too dangerous to navigate, forcing Brindlestripe to abandon her investigation. Let's add Pipitsor and Honey Puff. They can go on a hunting patrol. Hunting should be an easy task with Honey Puff and Pipitsor persistently rubbing each other the wrong way. One of them is bound to snap. Spotting a rabbit, the bickering duo glance at each other, realizing they'll need to work together, feeding the clan. The clan comes before rivalries. Putting their differences aside, Pipitsor chases the rabbit while Honey Puff gets in position, catching the rabbit, and Pipitsor drives it into his paws. So the relationship has changed. We gather a medium amount of prey, so now we have 49 prey, which is good. Send these 2 out. The chances of finding any usable daisy seem slim. Pound Splash hesitates. Should even try to look. It's miserable work, but they managed to find some wilted, soggy daisies. So let's take a look at the relationship between Pipitsor and the deputy. He distrusts the deputy. I know they said they have a rivalry, and Honey Puff dislikes Pipitsor. Pipitsor sees Honey Puff whispering suspiciously to a clanmate. Pipitsor says he's sorry about Honey Puff. He was asked not to. So basically a bunch of petty stuff, it seems. Bunch of petty stuff. Alright. Did we do everyone? Yep, everyone's good. Alright, final moon. Let's hope we get maybe some babies or something. Hopefully. Helping cats heal is what Hycanthopod does best. Her full name is Hycanthatail. She proves her full name of Hycanthatail proves to the clan that she is qualified to do so, and Star Clan has accepted her. Windlestripe has gotten a running nose. And the snow has finally melted, so the prey should be good again. Troutster had a nice chat with the loner outside clan territory. Honeypuff had a nice chat with Kitty Pit. Pound Splash is relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. Hycanthatail knows her work is only just the beginning. Pipisaur is eavesdropping on Pound Splash. Windlestripe is looking forward to more prey as the snow melts. And Partridge Feather wishes he was still sleeping in his nest. So now, let's do some solo borders. Let's do that for fun. Let's try to get some cats. Windlestripe leads into the Grass Clan, wanting to make a quick check on the border. As Windlestripe marks the border, she encounters a Grass Clan cat. Out with their new apprentice, the cat encourages their apprentice to ask questions. Ask Windlestripe any questions they have. Windlestripe compliments them, progress both on how the young cat training is progressing. That's cute. Alright, Troutster, you do a solo border. Troutster finds a kitty pet who's interested in joining the clan. He banters with the cat, making them feel more welcome. Admir Vega. She declines descriptions of kitty pet lion life has frightened the kitty pet. Admir Vega. You are 61 moons old, childish, and sneaky. Maybe you were better off not having a childish cat. Let's add Partridge Feather. If you're going on anything dangerous, I might do a coin flip because they're young. Partridge Feather slinks out of camp to the Patch Clan border. A pair of eyes gleam from the bushes. Then his secret beloved appears. Partridge Feather blaze in Patch Clan scent, feeling a guilty rush of delight. He's felt so many times before, but tonight is different. Tonight's Partridge Feather's Patch Clan lovers come to give him the ultimatum. The patrol has met Hibiscus Tail. Hibiscus Tail urges Partridge Feather to give up his life in Milkweedclan and join her in Patch Clan. When Partridge Feather refuses, Hibiscus Tail bows her head and admits that she can't live without him. Hibiscus Tail will wait for Partridge Feather beyond the border until Partridge Feather is ready to start the life away from the clans together. Aww, Hibiscus Tail. And she's a mediator and is a clan cat. We're gonna say that she already left the clan. We're gonna say that. And she's a bit old. She's kind of a little old, but yeah, he's 19 moons. She's 38. I might change that code-wise. I might change that code-wise. I might change that. Because that's a bit of a gauge gap. I could just say, though, maybe they met like a few moons ago. Maybe she helped him get out of the river he almost drowned in. So, yeah. I'm just going to say she's outside of the clan right now. That way I don't have to do any coding with the other clan. Pivosaur. Let's do a solo bullet patrol. Pivosaur finds a cat who's interested in joining the clan. He banters about the cat, making them feel more welcome. The patrol has met Shaggy. Oh, and Rip. Oh, you look pretty. You're charismatic loner. Shaggy, no. No, Shaggy. You would have fit in. You're orange. Honeypuff, you get a solo border. Honeypuff finds an abandoned kit. Please let us get the abandoned kit. Honeypuff rushes the kit back to camp, and the kit is nursed back to help the promise of a place in the can. We get Mouse Kit, who is 1 moon old and is charming. Oh my gosh, and he likes stargazing. Oh, I wonder what that turns into. They changed the names a bit, so I wonder what that turns into. We're gonna add Hycanthatail. You can do a solo medicine cat. And you go to... With the snows of Lake Bear nearly vanished, new leaf winning its place, the seasonal cycle, Hycanthatail heads out to gather daisy leaves. She gathers 3 dandelion and 2 daisies. And Pound Splash, you're gonna do anything sus, bud? He has a dream last night. Was it sent by StarClan? Pound Splash immediately decides to give up on hunting cobwebs and speak to later about his vision. So that's... Oh, that's a cliffhanger, an actual cliffhanger. Oh, that's so interesting. Pound Splash, what are you up to? Was this really Was this really a Star Clan vision? Probably not. But anyways, we have kind of a really small clan. A really small clan. We didn't do any expanding that much, and we had 2 deaths. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching. You can follow me on TikTok or Instagram. I'll be leaving links in that to the description. If you like this video, like it, and if you want more, subscribe. Please and thank you, and have a nice day.